We're going to get that after this. Go ahead.
It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart.
That's right. So when you in all this, you know, this party mindset, this YOLO life mindset, you know, this is not the spirit that the Most High wanted our people in, man. We're supposed to be crying out. Go ahead and bring that up, James.
It's the book of James, chapter 4, verse 9. Be afflicted, mourn, and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness.
Why is the Most High telling? Why is that what the Most High tell us to do? Because we're supposed to be crying out to the Most High that He delivers from this wicked place, man. This low and downtrodden place, where all of the enemies, they above us. The so-called Chinese man in your neighborhoods above you. He the one who owns the stores. He the one beating up your women in the store when they come up in there, jumping all over. You ever seen any accounts of that? The so-called Chinese man jumping out from behind the counter, got a black woman in a headlock talking about she stole this, that, and the other. You never seen that before? They get down like that, man. You look at up there in New York. They own all them Chinese restaurants where they selling who God knows what, you know, probably rats. You know what I'm saying? They own everything, man, and they get where the bulk of their money come from. Go to Timmy Chan, go down to Fondren, Belford, any of these hoods, man. Timmy Chan's, right? The little Chinese spot. These other nations are benefiting off of us, man. We gotta have an understanding of those things, man. This is part of the reason why you're supposed to cry to the Most High.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
What you holding, bro?
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 1, verse 3. Judah is gone into captivity because of affliction and because of great servitude. She dwelleth among the heathen. Because of great servitude. She dwelleth among the heathen. She findeth no rest.
We don't find no rest out here, man. We working day in and day out. We get a day off, we don't come out here and be in folly and madness. Right? We find you get a day off and then you happen to be off on a good day, Sabbath. Right? Well, you're supposed to be resting. That's what our people did, man. This was a day set aside for our people. Right? But what happened? We out here in folly and madness. The scriptures say we ain't gonna have no rest.
That's right.
And among these heathens, man. You always worry, man, what the next bill gonna come? I don't know if I'm gonna have my job tomorrow, man. You know, it's kind of late. You know? And I'm cop pull up behind me, this man might kill me. I ain't got no record. Shit, I got a damn suit on and I'm scared. This is the mindset. This is the reason why we're supposed to cry out to the Most High Yahweh Shimmy Habashah, man.
It's the book of Haggai, chapter 1 and verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. Ye have earned wages to put them in a bag with holes.
That's right. Your bills are what that's going into, your job. Hey, we're gonna have to go ahead and cut your hours, man, man, we're gonna have to go ahead and let you go. Oh, you know your bill gonna come up at $80 today. You know what I'm saying? These types of things, what the things say what? You have so much. We built this place. We hear people say it all the time. Man, we built this country. We built this country. Do you understand? Do you have understanding behind those curses? Because that's a curse. You built this country and you ain't got nothing for it? You built this country and we ain't got nothing? Come on. Scripture say you got houses that you can't dwell in. Don't like the so-called Mexican man build up these houses and you can't even, you living in a house with everybody, with your whole family. You see the Mexicans be out there building up buildings and whatnot, big ass apartment buildings that take a year. They can't even get a piece of the pie. But who they working for? The so-called white man. You see? What we bringing out, we shining light to the things that we groping at in the darkness, man. What that scripture say? What's that? Romans 10 and it says, all the day I was stretched out my hand. Yeah, 10 and 26. Stretching out my hands to rebellious people, man. Our people continue to rebel and thrust against the Most High. Hey, man, when you get all this stuff, who you gonna leave it to?
To make sure.
Hey, come on, man. I remember when I was young, I seen cars when I was like 16, 15 years old. I seen, man, I'm gonna get that. That's so nice. Man, it ain't nothing now. I see that stuff like in the little junkyards, man. Now, this shit get old quick.
You get on your knees.
So you put all your stock into this madness and whatnot, and you ain't got nothing to show for it, man. That's the same people that's gonna get put into this payment by the Most High. By way of the thermonuclear destruction, man. That thing gonna be coming from Russia, and China. They're gonna be shooting missiles out of America. You gonna get caught in the fight, in the crosshairs. You, in particular, but our people, if they're turned from these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know, they leave off the way of the Most High to speak justice and judgment and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, which is the conclusion of the whole matter, right? Go ahead.
That's how much of an ass whooping he
Book
gets.
of Lamentations chapter 1, verse 4. The ways of Zion do mourn, because none come to the solemn feast. All her gates are desolate. Her priests sigh. Her virgins are afflicted, and she is in bitterness.
That's right. We in bitterness. We don't have no laws, statutes, commandments no more, right? Nobody trying to bring together the so-called black man. They're not trying to gather us together. Okay? That's speaking on how we came out of our kingdom. Go ahead and read some more.
Verse 5. Her adversaries are the chief of her enemies. Shalaki. Her adversaries are the chief. Her enemies prosper. For Yahweh have afflicted her for the multitude of her transgressions. Her adversaries are the chief. Her enemies prosper.
Her enemies prosper. Don't these devils prosper off of every resource that's in this whole earth? Don't the so-called white man prosper off of everything that's in this whole earth? And what do we have to show for it? Not a damn thing.
That's right.
But yet the scripture said, yet the scripture said what? The scripture said what? You are a holy people unto the Lord your God. The Lord your God has chosen me to be a special people above all people that are on the face of the earth. But yet we ain't got nothing to show for it. So our enemies prosper. Right?
From the Mexicans, how he just took it.
Her enemies prosper. For the Most High hath afflicted her for the multitude of her transgressions.
Because of our sins. That word again, transgressions. So what's the thing to do to overturn that? You gotta turn. Say that again. Turn to the Lord. How you gonna turn to the Lord?
It's filled with that.
That's right. That's right. Turn back to the law, statute, commandments of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see, when you do stuff like that, when you turn to these things and you start to turn your life over to this understanding, these precepts, to clean up your life, okay, clean up your ways, Salaki. There's angels rejoicing in heaven, man. That's why we out here bringing this thing out. But it's rather they hear or forbear. We don't care if nobody listens. We don't care if people talk, man, you look stupid out there. Ain't nobody listening to you. Y'all need to get it. We don't give a damn about that, man. Because like we said before, it would suffice that we would do what? Live like the heathen. Right? Living like the heathen.
God bless you.
Instead of loving your brother, he got you where you hate each other, where you fighting each other over his
This is
freedom.
Jeremiah 6 and 10. To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach.
So our people that don't want to hear this word, the word of the Most High is a reproach to them. They push it and thrust it away. And I don't want to hear all that, this, that, and the third, because you know what? They're too busy hating their own brothers, hating their people. Well, I don't believe this, that, and the third, like I was going into before. Their ears have grown heavy from hearing. You know what I mean? So they done pushed this understanding to the wayside and made their band strong. So when things start going on, missiles start flying, their expectation gonna die with them, man. They expected us to be, you know, in this captivity for another few years and get to retire, get to see the kids grow old. This is the mindset of our people. What that thing saying in Psalms 2 and 6? Or 6 and 2? It says the heathen rage and the people imagine the vain things.
He ain't gonna never say it because he has to hide it under his tongue. He has to hide that flavor that he loves so much under his tongue because he don't want the earth to know that he is the wicked that these scriptures are talking about.
The word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it.
I have no delight in this word, man. You see how we brought it out. These words supposed to be a comfort to our people, right?
That's right.
Give them a covering, man.
That's right.
But yet, they don't have no place in it. They don't want to hear from this truth. They're like, nah, you know, I'm getting money, you know, I got my car, you know, it's making a lot of noise. I'm good out here. Hey, Most High Yahweh gonna destroy this madness, man. All these things for you to delight yourself in, this stuff gets old. Gets old and rusted and it's done. See what I'm saying? Our people gotta wake up, gotta come up, man. We gotta start acting like little children out here, man.
That's right.
You know the so-called white man, let me tell you somebody, the so-called white man, he get money. He don't even broadcast his money like that. White man kind of tuck his money away, you know. Got a little Civic sitting up front of his big ass house, right? Dude be a damn millionaire, right? Because of his wickedness, of course. I ain't saying nothing that he do is good. Because of his wickedness, of course. But at the same time, our brothers out here, what has been given to them? To be foolish. Wasn't it the king that showed showed all his riches to the heathen? Yeah, come on over and jump. Look at look. Prophet had to tell him. Walk through the house, the temples and everything. Look at all my riches. Said, hey, what the priest came. You see, hey, everything that you showed him, they gonna take it. You see what I mean? And that's exactly what has happened to Israel, man. Anything that when we prosper, we come up a little bit. White man see what he can craft up and devise to take it away from us. I'm about to make this is gonna be a policy. Specific law and policy. What is that? Psalms 94 and 20? Or 94, yeah, 94 and 20. You know, they devise mischief through laws, man. They create these laws to ensnare us, man. So whenever we see that we coming up a little bit, they'll find a way to create a law to cut us down, man. It's like they get the whole deck of cards, take the best cards, and then say, all right, y'all play. Then he see us doing good with it, and let me take them too. That's how the so-called white man do us out here, man. And we want to sit out here and act like we got something, man. Who you gonna leave that to when you get shot up? Who you gonna leave that to when you get put in jail? Who woman that's gonna be when you go to prison? In this mindset that we got. That's why only thing that's certain out here are these laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, righteousness, man. Right? Yeah. All right. Hold on.
That's what it is. That's what this flag is about. It's about the hatred they had in you in secret. But guess what? You couldn't
brother.
even see.
We're gonna tell you how these lawmakers and what they do. You ever seen this documentary called The 13th?
That all men are created equal.
It's on Netflix. Watch this. Watch it. It's called The 13th, brother. They bring out them curses fully, but this one in particular that I'm finna tell you, it's gonna go kind of deep into the lawmakers and these rich, you know, these rich devils and how evil they are.
And that's why we say that the white
The
man.
book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee?
So that scripture say, shall the throne, say that again?
Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee?
So the throne of iniquity to the so-called white man. It's in their power to spread iniquity throughout the earth. Now, so-called white man got all this influence. You know, he got all this damn influence, but he only spread folly and madness. But they can be saved? Come on, man. We gotta wake up out here, man. This is how our people think, man. You know? This is how our people think. Bring that to them.
Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law?
Which frameth mischief by law. You know what mischief stands for in the dictionary, man? It means petty annoyance, to say the least. Petty annoyance, because that thing get us killed too. Petty annoyance, mischief. They frame mischief, man, by a law. Do not these people do that? Well, it says you gotta give me your ID because it's in the law. Making up their own law. And there be civilians telling us that thing, man. So is there any separation from the cops and the civilians? The so-called white man's no separation. Don't the little women come out there? What are you doing here? He's trying to leave right now. I'm very uncomfortable. Get in front of your car. He's trying to run me over. Don't you see it happen? This happens to our people. That's a petty annoyance, man. You know what I mean? Just because it's not written in their laws, it's what they call it, an unspoken law. You know you're supposed to let me see your ID. Even though I'm little Becky from up the street, you still supposed to show me your ID. You ain't supposed to be in this neighborhood. You know, you gotta tell me what you're doing here. This is how these people think, man. This is what's happening to us day in and day out. The Bible touching on that thing. Read that again.
What the Lord teaches, man.
They frame mischief by law, right? And this is the thing that was
Book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?
That's right. Go ahead, bring that up.
This is Micah 6:10. Are there yet the treasures of wickedness in the house of the wicked, and the scant measure that is abominable? Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances?
The Bible says, shall I count them pure that have the wicked balances? It's not a balance when it comes to their law. They killed and murdered throughout this whole country. Then they say, we sorry. Okay, we sorry. We sorry for destroying Black Wall Street and y'all economy. Y'all chance of having any economy established, any economic power. We sorry. But we still gonna take your kids from you, put them in CPS. We still gonna influence your kids to want to be rappers and hoopers and entertainers. Okay, we still gonna murder your sons in the streets, but we sorry. At least we said it, right? That's a wicked balance, man. There's no balance to that judgment that they come up with. Go ahead.
Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances and with the bag of deceitful weights?
Deceitful weights, man. You see? Go ahead.
For the rich men thereof are full of violence.
So who